Currently, 41 states are suing Meta related to concerns about worsening child mental health. This is a pivotal lawsuit, partly because it's innovative. We've not seen anything like this before, but also it really challenges some interesting concepts that we're not used to thinking about, like, is it illegal to knowingly create a product that, it has sort of psychological harm as a potential risk for children? Hi, I'm Leslie Holvershorn. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist, and I'm chair of the Department of Psychiatry at the Indiana University School of Medicine. Attorney generals in different states have, I think, raised concerns that not only has Meta and other companies really created technology that's incredibly captivating for children, but they've done this in a way that they are aware of how hard it is for children to resist and how potentially harmful it is. And I think because of those elements, they felt that this should be a more aggressive approach, like a lawsuit, rather than just sort of working collaboratively to improve things. Adolescents have a number of risks, or can experience a number of risks related to social media use. They are sort of aware in ways that in the past one would not be aware of, when they're excluded or when they're included in, social life. They have, I think the other important risk is, it's very easy to share information very quick. You don't have to think much about it, and you can make a devastating decision in a matter of seconds. And we know adolescents are still developing the parts of their brain that allow them to, pause and ponder and inhibit their responses to things. And so they're at a particularly vulnerable age to share potentially life changing information broadly in a semi-permanent way. And so, it makes sense that those would be potentially harmful problems. But I think for me, the bigger issue is, if you look at things like the suicide rate, it really tracks along with times when major social media platforms hit the market. And so it's hard to imagine that these products haven't had an enormous impact. It's a hard thing to study, but it does seem that that these major changes in how we communicate are potentially, harming young people. We definitely need more research in the area, but from what we know now, it does seem reasonable to have less unfettered access to these platforms is probably a good thing. There is some research that absolutely no access to social media or devices is not effective, that kids tend to sort of figure out how to get there. So some happy medium where there is some degree of supervision, some degree of autonomy, but also a lot of time spent doing other ways of socializing, as much, sports and music and other connections that we know are really beneficial for adolescent development.